Oakley hits the entertainment bullseye every week with her hard riding. Straight shooting. And suspense.
Say, this looks like a good place for one, Kathy.
That's fine. Leave it there.
All right. Just put the nail right there. You better let me do it. Women don't know how to hammer a nail right.
I'm too excited, I guess. The election coming up, and Uncle Dave due back on today's stage.
Gosh, I'd be excited, too. There. How's that?
That's fine. Let's go.
Yeah, we got a lot of more posters to put up. How about this for one, Kathy?
That's fine.
Annie says he's a cinch win. I bet you're awful proud of your Uncle Dave.
Uh-huh. Why don't you tap one up here, over Mr. Holmes' picture?
Annie'd skin me alive for not being fair. Besides, your uncle would win even if there weren't any pictures up. Everybody knows he's the best doggone lawyer in the county.
Tagg, there's only one thing wrong with Uncle Dave winning.
Huh?
We'd have to move to Capital City, and I wouldn't get to see you anymore.
Gosh. Oh, doggone it.
What was that you said about women and hammering?
Come on, let's go.
That's Morgan's stage. Come on. Catch him, Annie?
Dave's more important. We'd better find out how he is. Come on.
Whoa!
Hello, Annie. Lofty.
Well, I'm sure glad to see you two, Annie. Never was much good with a gun. And those men were getting mighty close.
Any idea who they were, Dave?
No. But I'm sure they weren't planning on voting for me.
Maybe that's just it, Dave. Might be a few men in the territory like to see you out of the running.
Like Carter Holmes, maybe?
Oh, I'll admit Holmes's tactics aren't always ethical. Oh, but I can't figure him trying something like this.
Well, the important thing is to get you back to town. And safely.
Well, you can count on one thing, Annie. Being elected means a lot to me. And nothing's going to put me out of the race.
We're glad to hear that, Dave.
Territory needs men like you, Dave.
We'll follow you back to town.
Make the turn all right there, Bob? Sure.
This territory needs...
Hey, boss.
This territory needs honest and fearless representation by a man well qualified to get things done. I suggest, my friends, that I am that man. If I am...
You better stop talking and do some listening.
All right, Simpson, what is it? Make it brief. I've got a lot of promises to make to my audience tonight.
You better make them good, because your competition's still breathing. Annie Oakley and that deputy chased us off.
Chased you off? Well, we still got another week before election. We'll have other chances.
It's the Abilene Kid.
You know him?
One of the fastest guns in the country.
See what he wants.
You looking for somebody, mister?
Yeah. Carter Holmes.
Who wants him?
The Abilene kid. I got business with Holmes.
Maybe he ain't here.
I'll wait.
Hold it.
Now, you ain't planning on using that gun, are you, mister?
Maybe you're not as fast as I've heard.
Maybe. Why don't you find out?
Mr. Holmes is inside.
Carter Holmes?
That's right.
I'm the Abilene kid. Maybe you heard of me.
Yes, indeed, many times. As a matter of fact, I just heard you were in prison.
I was, but I don't like talking about the past. It's the future that interests me.
Well, you and I think alike, Abilene. I am keenly aware of the possibilities of the future myself.
And maybe we can make a deal.
Deal? But how could the future of this territory interest you?
You're a great kidder, Holmes. The only interest you got in this territory is what you can put in your pocket.
I'm merely trying to mix business with politics, my boy.
Good. I figure I like about 20% of that business.
So would everyone. What have you got on your mind?
A way to get Dave Morgan to drop out of the election.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of that myself without making a partnership of a fast gun.
Sure, but I can do it without any gunplay. Like that.
Don't listen to him, boss. Me and Len can handle this.
You tried that before, remember? Maybe Abilene's got something.
You can't beat Morgan without me, Holmes, unless you kill him. And I know you'd like to do things in a peaceful way.
All right. I'll give you 3 days. If Morgan drops out by then, you've got yourself a deal.
I thought you'd see it my way.
Holy Toledo! The Abilene kid! Lofty, you gotta come quick.
What's wrong, Tagg?
It's the Abilene kid. He's here in town.
You sure?
Positive. I saw him. He's over at the hotel. Take a look for yourself.
Let's see what he's doing in Diablo.
There's no charge against him in this territory, Annie.
I know that, Lofty, but if he's here long enough, there will be. A man like him always brings trouble. You stay here, Tagg.
All right, Annie.
I heard the law was quick in this town.
Quick enough, Abilene. The best thing you can do is get on that horse and ride out.
That's not being very sociable, is it?
We're not running a rest home for gunfighters. Or hadn't you heard?
Pretty as a picture and tells jokes, too. You just gotta be Annie Oakley.
That's right.
It wasn't the joke that tipped me off, really. It's that gun you're wearing. I hear you know how to use it.
Don't try her, mister.
I wasn't planning on it. Wouldn't hardly seem fair, swapping shots with the prettiest girl in the territory.
You got any ideas along that line, look this way.
I came to Diablo to do business, not to kill me a deputy.
Lofty.
This business you speak of better be real legal.
It is.
If it isn't, you'd better get yourself a good lawyer.
Yes, ma'am. I'll sure do that.
Sweet shooting, Annie.
Gosh, yes.
Well, thank you, gentlemen.
Annie! Coffee!
What's trouble, Fred? The hotel empire?
No, sir, nothing like that. But you sure got your hands full of trouble. You know that feller checked in this morning?
The Abilene kid?
That's him, yes, sir. But I didn't know who he was, not till just 2 minutes ago when Cy Blake told me. If I'd have known, I'd have come right straight to you when he rode out.
Rode out for where?
Dave Morgan's place, that's where. He asked me where Dave lived, and I told him.
Well, how long ago was that, Fred?
About a half hour.
Tagg, put the stuff in the office. Come
All
on.
right, Annie.
Uncle Dave,
Oh, Kathy.
I brought you some sandwiches and milk, Uncle Dave. You haven't had anything to eat since you've been home.
Thank you, Kathy. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have you around to look after me.
It's only 'cause I love you. And because you're going to be the most important man in the territory.
Thank you, honey. And I love you, too. I couldn't be more proud of you, my own daughter.
Sounds like we've got company. How do you do?
Hello. You, Kathy?
Uh-huh. But I don't know you.
I'm a friend of your pa's. Is he home?
Sure. But he's not my daddy. He's my uncle.
Hello, Dave. It's been a long time.
Frank, what are you doing here?
Just came to visit, Dave. Hey, you're a big man in these parts now.
Kathy, you go outside and play. Miss Nell and I have business. Go outside, play, dear, like a good girl.
All right, Uncle Dave.
Nice little girl.
What is it you want? Why did you come here?
Well, is that a nice way to talk to your own brother? You ain't getting too big to see your own kin, are you?
I don't want any part of you, Frank. I told you that when you ran out on your wife and baby years ago.
I had to, Dave. The law was after me.
Still haven't changed, have you? I've been reading the papers.
You were always good at that reading and writing stuff, weren't you? Kathy know about me?
Of course she doesn't. You want me to tell her that her father's a gunfighter, the notorious Abilene kid?
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't want to lay claim on me. Do you a lot of harm, wouldn't it, Dave? Everyone finding out who your brother was?
What are you getting at?
Just thinking you'd have a hard time getting votes if anyone knew.
Are you serious?
I got myself to consider, Dave. You got yourself a nice practice, good little ranch. What have I got?
You chose your own life. Nobody did it for you.
Man gets tired of running. I'd kind of like to settle down.
What is it you want? Money?
Won't cost you a cent, Dave. All you got to do is drop out of the election.
Or you'll expose yourself as my brother.
You got the idea? Simple as that.
Don't you care what it would do to your daughter?
She'll get over it. Kids forget things.
I wish I could kill you.
Sounds like you really want to climb a ladder, Dave.
If it were only the election, I wouldn't care. But it's Kathy, and she can't know it.
She don't have to. All you gotta do is drop out of the election, nice and quiet.
It isn't that easy. People in this territory need honest representation.
And all you gotta figure out is what's more important, the people or Kathy.
I see, you've already made up your mind.
Looks that way, don't it?
Where's Dave?
Inside. He and some men are talking.
Dave,
Your friends always bust in without knocking, Dave?
I'm sorry, Dave.
It was you who told me to get a good lawyer, remember? Now we just leave him. Think it over, Dave. Trouble?
No, Lofty. Nothing you can help me with, thanks.
Did he threaten your life?
No. Nothing to worry about, really, Annie.
Are we going to see you again sometime?
I don't know. Depends on a few things.
Dave Morgan quits race. Why, Dave? Why did you quit?
Annie, I've tried to explain.
Dave, nothing you've said makes sense. You're just quitting like that.
The Abilene kid has something to do with it, hasn't he?
Annie, please, just forget it.
Forget it. When the whole territory is looking towards you for an honest representative, how can I?
I'm sorry. I've made my decision.
The Abilene kid's behind it, Lofty. I'm certain of it.
Maybe I should have a little talk with him. Shake something out.
He doesn't shake easy. But he just might respond to a little logic, if you can get him over here to talk to me.
just don't understand it. Uncle Dave wanted so much to be elected.
I just guess you can't tell about politicians.
Oh, Tagg.
I'm sorry, Kathy. I was only kidding. Come on, Kathy. We got a lot of posters to take down.
Look, Abilene, you can call it a woman's intuition or whatever you want. But I know you've got something to do with Dave's decision to drop out of this election.
What have I had?
You're hurting the whole territory. We need men like Dave, and they're hard to come by.
You think he can stop the lying and cheating in this territory?
Not overnight, no. But you can be sure that Dave would try and make it a clean, decent place for children to grow up in.
Funny thing about children. They grow up no matter where they are. They learn how to take care of themselves, like I did.
Do you think you did a good job of it? A gunfighter, one who spent time in prison? I said decent.
You sound like you got a personal stake going for you.
I have. My brother Tagg. But not just for him, for all the children. They deserve better than we're giving them now.
Dave Morgan's being elected is the answer, huh?
It's a start.
Lecture's over, Deputy. Go back in.
Think you did any good?
I don't know, Lofty. I just don't know.
Hi, kids.
Hi. Hello.
You mind running along, kid? Kind of like to talk to Kathy.
Well, I don't know.
It's all right, Tagg. We're friends.
All right. I'll take down a few more posters.
Sit down.
We are friends, aren't we?
Sure we are. You've been crying. Why all the tears? But whatever it is, it'll all be forgotten tomorrow.
No, I'm afraid it won't.
Come on, then. What is it?
It's my Uncle Dave. He's not going to be elected. He quit.
Now, is that really so important to you?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Why?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain it, I guess.
Just that what?
Just that I love him so much, and he's been so good to me, just like my real father would have been.
Your real father? You know about him?
Yes, Uncle Dave told me all about him.
He did?
Yes, he must have been a wonderful man. He was a hero, you know.
A hero?
Yes, he died in the war. He saved all his regiment. He got lots and lots of decorations.
Your Uncle Dave told you all that?
Yes. Why?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking.
My Uncle Dave says it does a man good to think.
Yeah, I guess he would say that.
Well, I guess I better be going now. Hope I see you again sometime.
So do I.
Bye.
Bye, Kathy.
Dave Morgan quits race. Easier than I thought.
Yeah.
Hey, this makes good reading, Abilene.
Say the congratulations, Holmes. Deal's off.
Off? What are you talking about?
I've changed my mind.
Well, you can't change what's in the paper, Abilene. It says Morgan's pulling out.
Starting the days back in.
You realize you're throwing away 20% of a gold mine, and after Morgan has already dropped out?
That's right.
Look, Abilene, you may have been suddenly conscience-stricken, but I haven't. Morgan stands between me and a fortune.
I'm standing there too, Holmes. You try to get to Dave Morgan, you got to get by me first.
Maybe you think we won't.
You might try, but there's nobody on your payroll can do it.
How about me, Abilene? I figured his reputation was kind of overworked.
Before you start patting yourself on the back, we got things to do.
Dave Morgan?
That's right, and it's got to be done now.
Are you riding with us?
No, I'm going into town, make sure I'm seen. I don't want anybody pointing their finger at me.
What about him?
We'll take care of that later.
Fast gun.
They're going to kill Dave. Stop them.
Who, Evelyn?
Carter, Holmes, and gunman. You gotta move fast. There's Holmes.
Take care of him, Annie.
Tell Dave I'm sorry. Tell him I didn't know. He'll understand.
Look after Kathy, Tagg.
All right, Eddie. Come on, Kathy.
That's why I dropped out of the race, Annie. I didn't want Kathy to know her father was the Abilene Kid and my brother.
I understand, Dave. And I don't blame you for what you did.
For the first time, I can really say I was proud of my brother.
I tried to stop her, but I couldn't.
Everything's all right now. Everything's all right.
But Mr. Abilene,
He died a hero, Cat. Helping us.
just like my real daddy.
Just like your real daddy.